when we learn chanting and Sanskrit or pronunciation, all these things, the more we learn, the more we will notice what we think are mistakes. In the temples, in the ashrams, on YouTube, people chanting very differently. No? Sometimes it is plain wrong. Sometimes it's a different shaka. Sometimes it's cultural difference. And we don't know which is the case. So that is why the suggestion is to not bring it up. There's an interesting reflex that many Westerners have with Asian languages, particularly with Asian languages, to correct the people who speak the language. There are so many stories from Japanese women that their Western husbands correct their Japanese after taking a few months course. That is a full phenomenon. So let us not be part of that phenomenon. Precise transmission of the chanting was crucial since thousands of years. Otherwise, you cannot have an oral tradition and transmission survive for so long if it's not very, very exact. And that is true, and that is the beauty and one of the geniuses of Vedic chanting, that the precision of the transmission is inbuilt. The more you understand of it, the less you will be even able to pronounce it wrongly. And that was crucial for the oral tradition. And I very much sympathize with this approach to chant as precisely as ever possible. But now it need no longer concern us as the students of the chanting, because for one, it is now recorded. And because humility is part of the practice and is a prerequisite, sort of, for many spiritual studies or spiritual adjacent studies, also for cultural studies, the better we get, the more we realize how much we don't know. So it's good to be precise and diligent even in your own practice first, and then get checked by multiple scholars before you want to start teaching or informing others. I'm telling you all this because I was this person that got major Dunning-Kruger. Dunning-Kruger is the effect that when you know very little, you tend to overestimate your knowledge in any given field. So for a year, I thought I knew chanting, and then the next 3 years I had to relearn everything because I had been taught not so precisely. And then I learned proper pronunciation. And it was in the next 3 years. And then I learned Sanskrit. And then I understood so much more, and so on. So only now I understand how to teach it properly in the first place, in the very beginning, so that people don't have to go through these stages of Dunning-Kruger, where learning it wrongly. Because what you are not trained to hear, you will not hear. So there's almost no chance to catch one's own mistakes. And I think in the context of learning chanting, we can treat it like all the other cultural studies. Ideally, we approach wanting to learn it, not wanting to own it or shape it. And with a deep respect, not for policing or showing off for credentials. And we can ask, if we have a doubt, what could I not know that could explain this? As we are learning Vedic chanting, which I very much recommend to everybody because it is the most wonderful practice imaginable, brings so much joy. When we learn it, then the goal is not, I will be the keeper of the Vedas. The goal is first to practice and honor the tradition of learning it with some respect and humility. I wish you much joy in chanting, with chanting, and always a loving and safe environment.